Okay, so I'm going to answer your question today on the Sonogenic Yamaha Sonogenic SHS 500 from my video I made a few years ago, and I got a good few questions. So the first question was, I'm trying to record the sound, and it sounds off pitch or whatever, so it doesn't sound right. Now, a couple of things to look at. Obviously, we've got modulation. So if you got your modulation on, it might be doing that. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing here, we got the pitch bend. Now, the pitch bend will always go back to its neutral spot because it's on the spring. I'll let that spring is broken. Next thing you can look at here is you've got an octave up and down, and we've got transpose up and down. So this is the octave of a whole one note, and there it goes up 2 octaves. Back to neutral, -2, and back to neutral. Okay, so that's another thing to check. The next thing to check is that the transpose is here on the other, and you can see it here. It's got T here up in the top, transpose. Now I know the screen is very small and hard to see, but you see a 0 there, and for the octave here, you'll also see a 0. If they're not on 0, it means that you have a setting done here that you need to look at. Either you have your octave switched on, or you're in a transpose position. So the transpose, believe it or not, goes up 12. That's 12 fast steps you can transpose it up. And there we have concert pitch. Back down, okay? Although it goes down 12. Okay, then the 3 things there, 4 things there to check. And if you know here on the screen by looking where they're set. Now, when you're playing it here, it's very easy when you have it up like that. It's very easy to hit one of these controls here with your hand and switch it on unintentionally. And then you might get an undesired result. Now, I'm going to deal with the MIDI now. A lot of people have been on about the MIDI that can't find the MIDI on the Sonogenic SH500. Now, I've led to believe that in some countries that Yamaha haven't put the Bluetooth MIDI on the Sonogenic SH500. And that might have something, now I don't know, but it might have something to do with the laws of the country. Maybe the wireless laws. So, if you use a wireless microphone, they have to be on certain frequencies that they don't interfere with certain systems and maybe emergency services in the country. So certain countries, I believe, have not put the Bluetooth, Yamaha have not put the Bluetooth MIDI on the Sonogenic SH500. So let's check your Sonogenic 500 here now. So if you're looking at your Sonogenic, you'll see here the function. So you see your function light. And then if you see here on your screen, if you keep pressing the function and just skip through all the different settings, and you see here now you come to MIDI, and then you use the knob over here, the button, and you'll see USB MIDI, you'll see mini MIDI, which is the mini port, which I'll get onto in a minute, and then you'll see blue MIDI. So that's 3 selections that you should see. That's your blue MIDI there, and you see BLE MIDI. And if that comes up on your Sonogenic, it means you've got Bluetooth MIDI. And that means then that you can switch that on there, and then you just back out, edge it out. And then if you've got your iPad or whatever, then you can connect your iPad via Bluetooth MIDI up onto your Sonogenic SH500. Now, at the back of your keyboard, if you don't, just say you don't have that Bluetooth MIDI, on the back of your keyboard here, you've got the connections. You've got that drum pin one, and you've also got this, which is USB. So for the USB, you can connect the USB to a computer, and you could use this as a controller on your computer. And you use a cable like an AB cable. So you use this cable to connect it up, and then you can go into your computer, and then you can use this as a controller, and you can use the sound. Plus, you can play back MIDI up your DAW and use this as a sound engine for your playback while you're programming. And you can also use it to play MIDI into your DAW on tracks for editing and stuff, okay? So it's like a controller. So you can use it as a controller using the regular USB that everybody knows into your computer. Now, the next way, they give you this contraption here, this thing. This is MIDI in and MIDI out. This is the regular 5-pinned in MIDI. And in conjunction with that, we can use this 5-pinned in MIDI. And if whatever you're connecting to has this 5-pinned in MIDI, you can just take the cable, and you can take 2 of these cables if you want and go in and out, and that will give you in and out MIDI. Now, what do you do if you want to connect to your iPad and you can't use any of these, because to connect it to your iPad or this to your iPad, you need some sort of an interface on your iPad. So just say you want to go wireless. Well, I have a solution here that might work for you using this. And we can use this thing called MIDI Master into this connection. And then you put this in the back. Now, I know this is a bit cumbersome, and you're going to have this trailing out. Now, you could tie it up somewhere, but you're going to have this trailing out the back of your Sonogenic. So you put that in there, and obviously you've got the light flashing. So picked it up already. Now, you could go here and you could set this part of it. Go in here again into your function, and instead of having blue MIDI there, you select Mini MIDI, which is the mini dim MIDI. Exit out of that. And now what you're doing is you're connected here. And this is the MIDI Master. And you can connect this then onto your PC or onto your iPad. So here are the 2 of these, and that will give you your wireless iPad. Now, I know it's a bit cumbersome if you don't have your blue MIDI on this. If you're blue MIDI on here, you're in business, but it's a work around the way out. And I know it means spending a little bit of money to buy one of these MIDI Masters to do it. But that's the only way that I can see to get over that. Okay, I hope it's been helpful. Watch the next video here. I'll leave it here for you. Bye.